Breaking news. Fact file. Supreme Court established 25% in FCT mandatory to win presidential election in Buhari versus Obasanjo. Welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to the news. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please listen carefully to the end. More evidence has shown that it is mandatory to get at least 25% of votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja, in order to win the presidential election in Nigeria. The latest evidence arose from another scrutiny of the Supreme Court ruling in the case between Muhammadu Buhari, the then candidate of the All Nigeria People's Party (ANPP), and Olusegun Obasanjo, the then People's Democratic Party's PDP candidate, on Friday, July 15, 2005, by Mr. Dokun Ojomo. According to Mr. Ojomo, in the ruling, the Apex Court had upheld that presidential candidates must win 25% of all votes cast in 24 states as well as the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Commenting on the outcome of the 2003 Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and the 25% in FCT saga, Ojomo wrote, after the 2003 elections, Buhari called for the cancellation of the election since Obasanjo failed to win in FCT, but it was resolved that winning the FCT is not mandatory, but having 25% in FCT is very mandatory. President Obasanjo back then satisfied the basic requirements of 25% in 24 states and 25% in FCT, also having the highest number of total valid votes cast. It was also stated that if there was no election in Abuja or election in Abuja was cancelled, the election will automatically go into rerun, regardless of satisfying other requirements which validated the importance and exceptional factor of FCT in our constitution. It was established in 2003 by those justices that 25% in FCT is as mandatory as having highest number of total valid votes cast to win an election in Nigeria. He noted that the justices that resolved the FCT case between Obasanjo and Buhari were Justice Muhammad Lawal, Justice Idris Kutigi, Justice Dennis Edozie, Justice Sam Odewinge, Justice Aloysius Iyorgya, Justice Umaru Kaugo, and Justice Ignatius Chukwudi. In its publication on April 12, 2023, it was reported that more clarity regarding the correct interpretation of the 25% of all votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory. In the Supreme Court's ruling, the Apex Court had upheld that presidential candidates must win 25% of all votes cast in 24 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. One of the causes of the matter for determination in Buhari versus Obasanjo 2005 was Section 134, subsection 1 and 2 of the Constitution, which said, the report stated, the trial of the petition which lasted about 15 months, began before the Court of Appeal. Abdullahi, PCA, Mahmoud Mohammed, JCA, as he then was, Unsofor and Tabia, CA, on the 25th day of September 2003, ended on the 20th day of December 2004. The court heard the 139 witnesses called by the first and second petitioners, first and second appellants or chorus appellants, the 100 witnesses called by the first and second respondents, and the 116 witnesses called by the third and sixth, to 268 respondents, being altogether 355 witnesses. In the leading judgment of the Court of Appeal, delivered by Tabia, JCA, with Unsofor, JCA dissenting, the court held as follows. I have considered the evidence in support of the allegations in each of the 14 states which election sig were questioned. So concerning the president-elect, whereby he won 25% of the vote casts, but he did not win the FCT, 25% in the FCT. And according to the electoral laws, it says that 25% of the total states and also 25% of FCT. So they have made clarification that during Obasanjo and Buhari tenure, Obasanjo had 25% of the 24 states, but in FCT he did not. But the electoral law says he can be the president-elect. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view concerning this? Please share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.